All right, kettlebell snatch. Just like with a lot of the other kettlebell movements, this can be done with a dumbbell. As you can see, right here. Boom, bring it up overhead. Boom, bring it up overhead. But kettlebells are gonna be better just for the fact that they can rotate in the hand a little bit easier. Okay, so a little bit of some prereqs. Don't do this unless you're already overhead pressing well. If you don't have the mobility to overhead press a weight for 10 reps, smooth, easy, you should not be snatching, okay? You should have an understanding of the kettlebell swing, clean, and press before you ever even try to snatch. Otherwise, you can get elbow, shoulder, wrist injuries all around from rushing the process, okay? So that being said, start off with single arm snatches, then move into double arm snatches as well too. Whenever you're doing this snatch, you can start from two positions. You can start from a dead hand or a dead snatch, which is where the kettlebells are on the ground and you're pulling up. However, to learn a little bit, it's nice to do a snatch from a hanging position, to where people call this a hang snatch, where the kettlebell's a couple feet off the ground and you're letting it go backwards to be able to get a little bit of momentum. But all we're working to do here is simply bring the weight right overhead in line with our spine, okay? So you don't wanna be here. Then your spine's like a bendy, broken bridge. You want it in line with the spine. So let me go ahead and show you. I'll show you a dead, like a dead snatch to where it's just right from the ground. And then I'll show you that hang snatch. I like the hang snatch. I just do it more. Some people get anal about it, that you shouldn't do that as you learn, but I think it's helpful to get the momentum. Let me show you. Single arm, right here. Boom. Bicep to the ear. As you come down, bring it to the chest and back down if you're a beginner. As you get better, boom, that was a hang snatch. You can keep the arm straight and just keep going into it, kind of like a kettlebell swing. But as you learn, bring it down, controlled, and back. Boom. So where the clean is kind of like an uppercut right here, this one is that uppercut, but then punching all the way up to the sky. So think punch to the sky, punch to the sky, punch to the sky every time you do it. Now go ahead and show you with two kettlebells how this looks. Two kettlebells, more difficult. Wait until you've mastered a single kettlebell first, okay? So with this movement, a lot of other kettlebell movements like the clean, swing, keep your eyes about 6 feet in front of you on the ground, 6 to 10 feet in front of you on the ground. It's gonna keep your neck in a good position. You don't wanna crank it up like that and get some neck issues. But as you see this, exhaling strongly to get it up. And then if you're a beginner, you bring it down to the chest and then back to the ground. And then if you are getting better at it, try to come down with that straight arm and just flow with it, okay? Just flow with it. As you're doing this movement, you wanna practice, like let's say grabbing a weight, like this dumbbell here, holding it overhead, but rather than reaching your shoulder up, packing your shoulder down, because this is the position we're catching in. We're not catching here. The top of the snatch should look like this. There should be room between your shoulder and your ears and your chin. Why is that? Because this is the most strong position for your shoulder. You're packing your shoulder blade down. So that way you're already in a very strong position. It's kind of like when you're getting ready to get punched. You're not gonna be up here, you're gonna be boom. So that way if you get punched, it doesn't hurt as much. So like for instance with this dumbbell, boom, not catching here, catching low shoulder. Low shoulder. All right? If you do that, the snatch gets to be pretty easy. Practice your cleans, your swings, and your presses to get better at this movement. This is kind of a leg movement and a back movement. So no matter what, if you're doing snatches, it's not leg day, it's not upper body day, it's full body day. But typically you'll see me throw this in on leg days, just to get some extra back work on the lower body days, rather than doing this on upper body days, because I also like it to be, your upper body to be fresh as you're doing this. So it's all in the hips. I'll show you a side angle right here. It's just like the swing, all in the hips. We're not trying to muscle this up and bicep curl it up. We're trying to hip extension it up. Watch. You can catch it in a little bit of a soft knee position if you need to too. Make sure those hips are extending all the way through. You don't need to be like locked kneed when you catch it, but it's how you do a snatch. Work it up, enjoy it, love it.